Hello, and welcome to Point of View, Northview Messenger's official podcast. My name is Noelle Reed, and I'm your host. Today, I'm going to be talking about my generation, Generation Z, specifically our involvement in political and social movements like the recent Black Lives Matter protest. If we think back to a few years ago, we can see young people getting involved with the March for Our Lives movement to protest school shootings and tackle the issue of gun control in our country. Even one of the most infamous environmental activists of this past decade is a 17-year-old girl from Sweden named Greta Thunberg. This is all very reminiscent of the involvement of baby boomers in their youth during the civil rights movements that took place in the 1960s and 70s, and this isn't by mistake. Teens make the perfect activists and protesters. It's not like any of us work full-time jobs that could leave us without free time to protest. Thinking back to the protest that took place earlier this year over the summer, many teens and young adults were on school breaks, so they could leave their homes and go protest for long periods of time. It's also not like most of us have to risk being fired from a job for being active and speaking out against injustices. With the rise of social media over the past few years, it is now easier than ever for teens to be politically and socially active. It's easy for us to engage in discourse and speak about the issues that are plaguing our country. We can learn about these issues that are plaguing the world and our country as well, simply by scrolling through a Twitter thread or looking at infographics on Instagram. However, this can sometimes cause problems. There is no doubt that there is false information and cherry-picked data out there, and now, thanks to social media, it can unfortunately reach more people than ever. And as much as Gen Z would like to believe that we are smarter than our older counterparts and better able to navigate the internet and the information that is on it, our overconfidence won't stop us from accidentally reposting a fake article to our stories sometimes. It is important to have discernment when absorbing any information that you see online, especially if it's about social and political issues. If you realize that you've made a mistake, correct it and keep pushing. It is also now easier to have a direct hand in stopping social issues. Now, at the click of a button, you can sign a petition for a cause, or you can easily donate money to an organization, but again, not everything is as it seems. For petitions on the website change.org, if you decide to be generous and donate at least $5 to the petition, you may think that it is going to the cause that you signed the petition for, or maybe the person that started the petition, but it is actually going to change.org as a company. And some petitions on that site won't actually do anything to help certain causes. You can't sign a petition to help people that have been displaced by natural disasters. Signing a petition made in America by an American will not do anything to aid those stuck in social and civil crises overseas. It is understood that you only want to help, but if you truly want to provide relief for people in these situations, it would be better if you donate money to that country's branch of the Red Cross. If you want to sign a petition to help a cause, find a reliable site or person that would be able to actually have a hand in changing that issue. Gen Z wants nothing but to make the world a better place. But sometimes that isn't the intent for all Gen Z activists. Some of us are simply social media activists who only advocate for marginalized people and issues just so that they can get a few thousand likes. This kind of activism does nothing to enact change in the lives of the people that need it. Posting a black square captioned #Black Lives Matter is not enough. Posting pictures of you at pride parades is not enough. If you really want to help, listen to the struggles of the minorities around you. When you hear your family members or friends being bigoted, call them out. Educate yourself on the history of this nation. If you like podcasts and you want to learn more about Black history, 1619 by the New York Times is a good place to start. If books are more your style and you want to learn about LGBTQ+ history, We Are Everywhere, Protest, Power, and Pride in the History of Queer Liberation by Leighton Brown and Michael Reimer is also a good place to start. Lastly, vote for leaders that are going to help create change that will better the lives of those around you. Choose legislators that are going to protect the rights of marginalized people. Choose legislators that are going to reform systems and hold those who are doing wrong accountable. If you would like to vote early, you have just shy of a week to do so, with early voting in the state of Georgia ending on October 30th, and November 3rd is Election Day. I hope you liked this episode. If you would like to know when the next episode is released, follow our Instagram and our Twitter at NHS Messenger, or go to our website, nhsmessenger.org, where you can also find a transcript for this episode. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to tune in, listen up, and look at your world from a different point of view.